Hi, my name is Brianna Schillinglow. I am a group home coordinator for special needs in Davidson County, North Carolina. This meeting happened on Wednesday, February 15th at 4:30 p.m. and it lasted for about an hour. So there were some participants, including myself, that were involved in this meeting. We had this meeting at the men's home as well, but I chose to do the women's. And so this meeting took place at the women's home that I have, and we all sat down around the dining room table so that way we could all face each other and be in a circle and actually see everybody. The reason that this group happened was to help them with time management, but also to work out any other problems that reflected on different things that they can do to not get mad at each other, since they all do live in a group home together, and in this way they can also help to work out their problems. The group has been going on now for maybe about 6 months since the time that I got there, and we get together one time a month to help reflect on the time management, as well as the girls kind of get to speak their mind to each other and help with any issues that I can help with, and point out to a couple of things that they could probably use to do to get along with each other. By starting the group, I did not introduce ourselves because they all live together. They all know me because I am over their group home. So we just kind of skipped the introduction. As far as the icebreaker question, we did, however, do a joke. So I let each of the girls go around the circle and tell one of their favorite jokes. This was very important that we made sure that, it was an icebreaker, so there was no tension that needed to be in the room. We also had to make sure that we had a talking stick, because even though I am with a bunch of grown women, they do have special needs, so therefore their mental status is a little bit less than what it normally would be. So we use a talking stick to make sure that they know that it is their time to talk and nobody can interrupt them unless they ask a question to that direct person. Now, how it taught back is we went in a circle, we talked about, what time management, how much time management we could have, what we could do differently to, get out the door quicker in the mornings. Also, what could we do differently to not make each other mad, or who was making you mad and why, and to help talk that situation out. As it was passed back to me, however, I did want to tell them, and I did have to tell them to make sure that we do stay on track, just because I wanted to make sure we stayed on topic as much as possible. They got to tell whatever they wanted to start off, and as soon as, we did that, they started naming all the different time management things that they could do, which the time management things that they could do was pack their lunch in the evening, so that way they could be on time for work the next day. Then they also had, after they did the time management, then they could do the, who's making you mad, why. Their biggest thing is showers in the morning, because they get really upset, when someone takes too long and all this. So what we decided to do was they actually got a piece of paper, and I made them a grid, so from first to last of who would take a shower in the morning, and then they decided that each week it would just kind of flip, so they would just follow in a line. They also wanted to talk about the chores, because they don't like to do all the chores in the house, which is totally fine, understandable. So therefore, we also made a chart for chore list, as well as this person will do this chore this week, this person will do this one, and then we can all rotate, so that way everybody's not stuck doing the same thing. Now, they could get along with each other instead of arguing in the morning. They said that would help. So this, again, the charts helped with everybody to stay on track. And since we've had this meeting, everything has actually been going really smooth in the morning, and they're actually getting to work at least 10 minutes earlier than they normally would be. I also told them to work together. Do not try to do everything, by yourself, but actually work together to make things happen. So like, we're fixing to do spring cleaning, and I told them that since we were fixing to do spring cleaning, we are going to have to work together to, get the whole house clean and clean out the stuff that we do not want. So even if that is helping, another friend on the other side of the hallway to help clean them out their closet and their rooms as well. For my self-assessment or my reflection of how I did in my performance, I say that I did very well, but to keep in mind, I do these meetings almost every month, so each time can be a little bit different. The one reminder that I actually do have to tell them was, to stay on track, stay on topic, because we do get off topic a little bit, as everybody does, a little bit at a time. The main challenges that I would say is I repeat myself too many times. I do feel that I encourage them to kind of keep up, the setup of the chart, and to help them look ahead when they even got to write their own names down of what they wanted to do and pick out their own stuff. So I think that went very well and actually showed them that they get a choice in what they do. The one thing I would probably handle different is one of them beforehand is to talk about their concerns, go one-on-one with each other and talk about their concerns that they have, and then put them together as a group. I have found that they are more open when I talk to them one-on-one beforehand, and then when they come to the group, they are more open to talk about things and not just point their fingers at each other, because they already talked to me about it. Even though everybody was really talkative at the group that day, they did, of course, learn the course of learning the charts and realizing that they can actually do stuff and make their own decisions with a little bit of help from the house parent earlier this week, because they redid the chart this week. I definitely will also be sticking to the talking stick, because again, it helps them know who can talk, and that way they cannot talk over each other and their friends. For our next group meeting, I will try to get the girls to start off with leading the group. Maybe one of them start off with leading the groups and giving them the choice whether they want to tell a joke or a cool fact that they know, or just something about them that the other girls may not know. Then I'm talking with each of them and also making eye contact. Eye contact is a very big thing. Instead of me focusing on one person the whole time that they have the talking stick, I really need to actually focus on others as well and look around the room to kind of see what the mood is around the room is. At the end of the day, I do think this was a very good group to have. They did, encourage each other to tell each other what they needed to say. They also expressed what they wanted to say to each other, as well as help out each other at the end. They did engage, and they made plans for the future in the house, and I do personally think that the group went great this time. So I hope you enjoyed. Thank you.